So today I am at the Pottery Studio and there's nobody here, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to show you a day in the life at the studio. I just picked up some bisque fired pieces. I threw this little tumbler. I trimmed a cute foot on it, so I'm going to put some wax resist at the bottom and then glaze this with one of the dip glazes that we have at the studio here. And I made this little thing. It was gonna be a tiny bowl, but I trimmed it too much and there's now a hole at the bottom. However, I thought this would be a really cute light fixture type of thing. It's very light. So I am going to glaze this and then see if I can configure something to put a light bulb in here and maybe have the string visible or the wire visible. And lastly, I have this crinkly bowl. This was such a cute bowl, and when I went to take it off the wheel, I accidentally stepped on the foot pedal and it nearly went flying. So one of the sides got all warped. So I decided to just go with it, and I made little indents all around, and it's quite cute. I was able to salvage it. There's no cracks or nothing. The bottom's just simple and flat. So I'm also going to glaze this, and then I have a few pieces to trim. I threw them a few days ago, so I'm hoping that they're the perfect amount of leather hard. The pieces I need to trim are feeling great. I've got them here behind me, and I'm gonna get into that first while the pieces I just washed dry, and then I'll do glazing last. So let's do it. Trimming my last piece. I was thinking of maybe putting a handle and turning this one into a mug. It's a decent size. It kind of reminds me of the top of a wine glass. This is gonna be a perfect little tumbler, a little bit bigger than the one that was just fired. I've got this vase and I did a bit of a crimply rim on it. This piece is my favorite of the bunch, so fingers crossed all goes well. Just a little bowl. I want to do a very pronounced foot on it, but we'll see how it goes. I wanted to film more footage of the trimming process, but my camera battery died, so I've been charging it. I trimmed 3 pieces, and now we are on to the last one. The wheel is clean, I'm all done trimming, and now I'm going to get into glazing. I took a little break and I got to help unload one of the kilns, and some of my pieces were in it, so I have even more pieces to glaze today. So I have a little section here that I'm just gonna glaze with the clear. Those are quick, simple, I could dip them. Some magnets that I've been working on, and on the shelf that my pieces were on, somebody had a little pumpkin that exploded, and luckily my pieces all held up, nothing cracked, nothing broke. However, that pumpkin did have some glaze on it, so you can kind of see it on the side of the spoon. It's very minimal, it's 2 tiny dots, so I'm not worried about it. I'm just happy the spoon did not crack, because there was a piece of the broken pumpkin that was on top of one of my spoons, and it's okay. So I'm really happy about this. This is also my first time ever making spoons. And then I have these two little flower incense holders. So all of these here are clear, and then the fun part is I get to look through the samples and the combos and figure out what colors I want for the 3 pieces that I showed you earlier. But I do need to put the wax resist on the bottoms of everything. Anyways, let's get into it. Enough talking. This is the wax resist that I use. This is the only one I've ever tried, so I can't compare it to anything else, but I do really like it. I just apply it with an old little piece of sponge. This is the kiln room, and these are my pieces here. And these mugs at the end here. Glazing is done with, and I am ready to head out. I've put the pieces in the kiln room, ready to fire. I did put some cookies under certain pieces just because I wasn't sure about that particular glaze. I never used it before. Usually it says on the glaze itself if it's drippy, and that one didn't say anything. So I'm gonna pack up and I will see you in another video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.